Hey, good morning, and how are you guys doing today? I hope amazing. I just want to check real quick and make sure we have sound. It looks like we do. So this morning we're going to be dealing with the revisions in revision set 2 for chapter 3 and maybe 4, but it's going to be 4 anyway, and I'm going to show you why. Um, so, of course, it is 5 a.m., so I'm a little discombobulated, not a big deal, but reality wise, is I'd like to break up chapter 3, just to be honest, from being a 2,000 word chapter into about 1,000 word. The good thing is we're still doing revision 3, which means we have to add more details, and detail it up on the magic and atmospherics and stuff like that. Um, I'm going to read through it. I'm going to kind of check, see what it's like. I actually don't know exactly chapter 3 because it's been a second since we've been back here. And so, I mean, I know what happens in it. I just literally context of what all happens in chapter 3. I'm not really up on right this second. So let me get chat up, which I just did. Good morning, by the way. I hope you are doing amazing. Okay, let's click into this baby. I know that we had him doing something. You know what? Let's click this button. We'll figure out where we are. Oh, see, so this is where we have him, right where he left. He just left Zach's to go to Trag's. So this really, honestly, this section we're gonna have a whole crap load we can fix, improve. I mean, I'm gonna guarantee there's stuff that needs improved. So let's check this out. Um, I really feel that this is going to be one of those. I'm seeing if we have both of the guy Washington is one of the cyborgs. I'm trying to make sure we have all the characters because Salvador has two bodyguards. I saw one of his bodyguards back here. Oh, and there's Frank. Okay, Frank and Bruno. Okay, we've got them. I'm gonna see where they're mentioned entry-wise. We don't actually have them being mentioned till way up here. I wonder why, honestly. So watch this. Okay, so did we just have them appearing right here? Um, I'll probably. I'm gonna be honest. Let's bring in Frank and Bruno earlier, because I honestly don't. I don't think that there'd be a chance that they wouldn't be at this meeting. Just to be honest. And so this is probably gonna change this a little bit. Mm, let me think here. Let me drink a little bit of coffee. I just changed a bunch of stuff in my head. I'm just letting you guys know what happened here. So, check this out. I kind of want to add something back here just so you guys know because I feel this is a real freaking light chapter. But you know what I mean? We're allowed to have a light chapter and we still have some more revisions. Here's what I'm gonna do. He's not gonna. Excuse me, guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. He's not just gonna walk in. Let's set up the scene a little bit better. I'm trying to just. Okay. How do we set the scene better? I don't think that's in the right spot yet, but whatever. That's probably the right spot. Mm, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm still really thinking out how I want to say this. I don't actually have it yet. Okay. So let me think out what I'm actually trying to say right here. I'll tell you guys, then we'll figure out how to actually write it. Which there's a disconnection between those two things. They're not the same thing. So what I'm gonna have him do is as he arrives, which I don't know if I want to write it like as I arrived. You know what I'm saying? Um, Bruno and Frank are at the door, right? Mm. I'm gonna actually put it as I arrived. Actually, after all, here's why. The hey, let's fix how it's worded is later on. Let's get it down first, right? Then we can worry about that other crap. We've got multiple more revisions. As he arrived, okay, as I arrived, it was clear something was going on. Okay, I'm trying to think. I don't think Bruno and Frank are human. Is what I'm going kind of with. I'm not sure what they are yet, guys. I think that this is an excellent opportunity to add more alien. You guys agree? Um, I agree. I think so too. Let's roll a dice on this crap or flip a coin. I actually have a cool coin right here to flip, right? Okay. So, I don't know if you guys could see that. That's like the Liberty Bell with the moon in the background. We got President's head, um, blah blah blah. Right? Heads it tells Bruno is an alien on heads, right? Bruno's an alien. Boom, that fast. Kind of want them both to be aliens. I'm not really sure. Crap, guys. Okay, simple thing. Heads, Frank there is an alien. This is really loud when it lands, by the way. I don't really like that part. I'm trying to figure out how to make it loud. Frank is not an alien. Okay, boom, just like that. As I arrived, it was clear something was going on. Bruno and Frank were standing guard at the door of the club. Okay, so we just decided Frank's human. Boom. I just note human. Boom. See, we're making people's friends. You guys love that, right? Like it too. Okay, boom, boom, boom. See, now Bruno and Frank. Frank doesn't get mentioned as much as Bruno. Guys, something's wrong here. Frank and Bruno should have been in all the scenes together. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just leave that alone. We won't mess with that. We got to remember these details as we move forward, though. Let's take care of Bruno now. Bruno's an alien. We'll get into that in 1 second. Don't worry. Legit, they're best friends. A backstory in that now. I don't actually believe that they survived, just for the record. I don't remember. I mean, they're not main characters, but let's treat them with respect because we're gonna, I don't know, we're gonna make a little bit more main character. Okay, so now we have to decide these major factors. What kind of alien is Bruno? Bruno sounds like a cool name for an alien. It's obviously not his native alien world species name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't feel Bruno's a reptilian. I'm not feeling reptilian. I'm really, really not feeling. I almost wanna almost make this guy a gray, but I mean, like, are we taking it too far if we make a gray thug named Bruno? Is that too far? Who believes it? Well, you guys can't raise your hands. I was gonna ask people to raise their frickin' hands. See, look at this. For Bruno's 8 mentions, Frank 4. Maybe Bruno or maybe Frank dies here or something. I'll have to figure out why there's an imbalance between the Frank Bruno mentions because they're like literally. I don't believe I wrote them separately in any scenes, just for the record. Okay, I'm not flipping the giant coin. That's too freaking loud in the morning. We got a penny. It's way softer, way less loud. That's cooler looking. Penny's not gonna piss me off as much in the morning. Okay, head. He's kind of some kind of furry creature. tells he's not a furry creature of some kind. Okay. He is some kind of furry creature. Holy crap. What have we done to ourselves? Okay. I've got this, guys. I gotta make sure we still have sound. I don't trust it after last week's weird thing. Bruno. Okay, now I just made this Castorian up. Boom. Now we're gonna have to make up stuff about the Castorians, right? I know all this kind of crap we have to do. New entry. I think this is other. To be honest, I mean lore. Would it be lore? We'll just call it other. I don't want to deal with that right this second. Wait, hold on. Make sure I spell it the same since we're making up crap, right? Okay, this is Bruno's race. Okay, so here's what we have. Castorians are one of the alien races the humans allied with. Okay, let me make sure it's actually working right. Apologize for that, you guys. Okay, Castorians are one of the alien races that allied with humans early on in the expansion of empires period, long before the Great Wars. I know that doesn't sound great. It's okay. It's a note. It lets us know what happened. We're not using some star date system, so thank God we don't have to keep track of like date times and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's a thank God. We're not trying to do that. I don't want to be tracking dates of historic events that we made up. Okay, now we have to know something about the Castorians, right? Touche, touche to you guys too. I know that they're furry. Okay. The Castorians come from a harsh, cold world that has higher than normal gravity for a habitable planet. Now, what are we going to make up about this race, right? Let's make it kind of tough because the guy's working as a thug bodyguard. I'm trying to picture something that would be a good and interesting alien that, just hasn't been used into the frickin' ground. We already decided the thing was furry, right? I am really, really struggling with this. Maybe we were reaching for the stars and making our friend an alien. What have we done? I'm gonna drink a little bit more coffee, figure out how we fix that up right there. I wish could just tell an AI to random pick three animal traits. And we don't need that. Let's be honest. Hey, Beta Boy, how you doing this morning? Hey, Avalonis, I hope you're having a great day too, by the way. Hope everybody's just doing good. I hope you're all kicking butt. Let's just say that. Okay, so here's what I'm feeling. Okay. Mm, Okay, I think we have a creature. Okay, we've made this creature weird. So if you guys are thinking, dun, dun, dun. Okay, I've got extra details. Okay, so we now know what the Castorians are like, right? I want to put that they have like hands at one point in here. Honestly, I just made Bruno strange as crap, so just deal with it. I'm sorry, but he is about to be alieny. Once you know, you won't be able to unknow. I don't know what to tell you. Castorians, um, I want to change this. Okay, Castorians are one of the first alien races that allied with humans early on in the expansion of Empire period, long before the Great War. The Castorians are amphibians who come from a water-rich, cold world that has higher than normal gravity for a habitable planet. The Castorians have fur all over their body. Let's put all in there. Okay. I'm gonna fix this. I don't think that's correct. For some reason, hold on one second, guys. I need to make sure that we're using the right IC. For some reason, that's looking wrong to me, and it's early in the morning. IC blue. That's the right blue. Crap. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Touche, touche. We figure out what we're doing now. Whew. I see. I'm not gonna say matching though. This is just gonna. Hey, Rana Blue. Good morning. I hope you have a great day or having one. Hold on. Let me read what you're asking. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me read everybody's things separate real quick, and I'm gonna deal with this one at a time. Okay, Rana Blue. Oh, so here's how I'm gonna get it published. I'm gonna literally click a button, and I'm gonna just publish it right to barnesandnoble.com, and then I'm gonna go create a book. Boom, 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 like these other books, and that's how we're gonna publish it, guys. Like that easy. And so I've already went through the process, like with the little I wrote 3 1-minute reads that are just bedtime stories. And then I wrote that one book that we did messing around for. It was just that Entropy, a short book. Those are all e-published. For having it physical print published is what's going to end up happening is I have to take a whole round of read through and actually convert it over to the format that they require it to be in. For the most part, as I write, I'm trying to kind of keep that format just for the record. But I will actually have a full revision that's just formatting for publishing. That okay, so next, you're working on a novel and you're struggling with the prose and the story structure, but you have the basic outline. Oh, so here's the deal. A lot of the times, I really do just sit here and we're not even messing supposedly with sentence fixing till revision 3 and 4. But once in a while, a sentence bugs the crap out of me to where I'm like, nah, this is not sitting right. I'll rewrite, I'll tear that whole thing up. If the sentence, though, says what you need it to say, right? Just move forward. Like legitimately, you guys, I don't know if you guys have listened to Brandon Sanders lectures on that stuff, but he's an excellent writer. But he gets the whole of the story done before he tries to fix everything. Like if you're trying to fix everything the whole way through, you're going to bog down and it's going to be almost impossible to get the story done. But if you get the story done, you can go back through and make it better as many times as you feel like. Like we're doing 6 revisions on this. We're on revision 2. By the time we're through revision 6, it's going to be freaking good, good. Like it'll actually sound good, it'll flow better. But there's entire revision throughs that are just going to be on, like, okay, so on revision 3, all we're working on is upgrading the dialogue, unification, making sure everything actually, is coherent and I don't have some kind of like, well, that doesn't make sense. Bobby broke his foot four pages ago, and now you have him running. I mean, I don't have that situation going on, but you know what I mean. Making sure it's logical and it doesn't have some kind of incontinuity to something I've said somewhere around it, to where it doesn't even make sense, and sentence fixing. And then number 4 for my whole revision 4, it's more full unification, focusing on the experience more and more sentence fixing. And then number 5 is just trying to find out if there's anything that needs corrected and stuff like that. And then 6, the plan is that, I'll read through it and I'll be like, if I cut this from the story, it's actually better. Because there could be something, guys, that literally brings nothing to the story and actually somehow detracts from it. I'd rather get rid of that stuff. But, that's its own thing. Um, Also, hold on, I want to get all your question in. How can I improve the flow of my writing? I haven't seen the flow of your writing, but are you know what you're wanting to get in each chapter, right? Like when you start a chapter, do you sit there and be like, this is what we're gonna have happen in this chapter? And then like literally just go in there and take each one of those sentences and blow it up? I'm not sure if that you do that or not. And making the paragraphs fit effectively, this is a great um, question. Oh, what I was saying is I have access to, I'm going to just publish directly through barnesandnoble.com. So what will happen is I have stuff already published through them that I put for cheap cheap. And what we do is literally I'll just click this create a book, click print. Um, it has a whole bunch of different rules for printed book. Like the ebook version, when you print something and create it through the ebook, it's different and there's not as many guidelines. This, they'll let me know that there's all kinds of formatting rules. I'll show you guys. By the way, you guys can do this. This is yeah, it's accessible to anybody. What you have to do is you have to go in, create an account, and then sign up for a book vendor account. So then you click this, right? And this will allow it to be ordered into Barnes and Noble and stuff like that. But basically, it'll walk me through the process. It'll then I'll upload it, and basically that they handle all of it. Like, um, oh, I just started authoring, you guys. I'm not some kind of like accomplished author. Like we literally, when I started this book, I ran some experiments and wrote three little short 1 minute read bedtime stories real quick. And then we wrote a Entropia Universe adventure book, remember? And so those are, they earn a little bit of money though. It's kind of crazy. It's been interesting. Let me get this guy finished up or the Castori or did we do we get them in there? Did I lose them? Oh yeah, we got them. Okay. Oh, write a book. No crap, guys. There's no reason not to. You guys see, like this book in some places is a tragedy. We're gonna just keep running through it until we have it fixed. Like legitimately, the experience is super good anyway. And I feel like I'm learning and receiving a lot from the experience of writing. Like I found out a bunch of words that I overused that I didn't even know. I mean, besides that, there are other things too. But I would tell anybody like what's it gonna hurt? You don't even have to show anybody. You can literally just write a book for your own pleasure to pluck an idea out of your brain. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But in all honesty, it's so easy and there's so many platforms to just publish anymore that all you have to do is write a book, work on it a little bit, work on it a little bit, work on it a little bit, go online, fill out a bunch of paperwork, which is not actually that much. I exaggerate the bunch of paperwork. Wait a few days, they approve it, and then boom, you're, and then like, yeah, then you're done. You're published. You have a book somewhere floating out there. If it gets popular enough, they put it in their main stores and sell a bunch. It's on Nook anyway. Yeah, don't focus on perfection. Yeah, complete your book and refine it afterwards. Legitimately, can I get you something here, bro? I want to help you out because I'm going to tell you one of the best things that I found. Let's hope I don't mess things up where I can't um, go somewhere, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you a link to this dude. Brandon Sanderson has wrote crap tons of books, okay? This guy knows his stuff. If you don't know who he is, he's a sci-fi fantasy writer, stuff like that. Obviously, you guys see I have literally watched a bunch of his stuff because oh, you can remain Anon. You don't have to list your real name on any book you write, just so you guys know. I mean that's just reality of it. Hold on one second. I'm just waiting for you guys to be able to be not in commercials so I can show you this. Because I really do find that this guy's lectures super helped me. So I don't mind telling other people like, hey, this is what helped me. In fact, I actually think it's probably more of a I have an obligation to tell people stuff that helped me. So here's what I'm going to tell you. This guy's lectures, this is the one I thought was just super good. Now, this writing advice might be good too, but I think this is just his class anyway, like re put out in a different way. Oh, 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 good. We don't need any of this. Okay, so I want to show you this. I'm going to grab the link of this and I'm going to put it, grab the link of this and I'm going to copy paste it. I'm going to put it out for you guys. This way, you guys have it. So here's why. This is Brandon Sanders. He's a profound writer. He has wrote crap tons of stuff. This is his college lecture for his writing course that he teaches once in a great while at BYU. This is the whole freaking course. Okay? This lecture is brilliant. I mean, like, just, I'm going to tell you guys, this guy, this is how I figured out how to pump stuff out or to get anything done at all is because of him. Because I had that same idea in my mind that every little thing had to be made perfect before you could move forward at all. Man, this guy's a beast. He pumps books out. He does not do that. He does 6 revisions per book. He's not attempting to make a perfect book on the first thing. He literally writes, gets the idea out, and then he just makes it better, makes it better, makes it better, makes it better, makes it better. Boom, book. That's his system. I mean, that's not his whole system. That whole lecture is that long for a reason. It's like, boom. It's super like I mean, I would tell you that as a resource, it is profoundly a good resource. Like, and I listened to other writers and stuff like that too, who all had good advice. So I'm not trying to diminish anybody else's advice. I'm just telling you that Brandon Sanderson's advice in his writing class absolutely changed the way like saw how to actually do it. I probably wouldn't have been able to just knock it out without that guy. That guy's a freaking beast. Okay, so focusing again, Casterians are one of the first alien races that allied with humans early in the expansion of empires period. Long before the Great Wars, Castorians are amphibians who come from a water-rich, cold world that has a higher than normal gravity. I think that we can just say that has higher. Okay. So we've got our Castorians, right? Whew. I think we have these guys. Okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna cut my camera real quick so that basically people can sneak by behind me and stuff. The day starts for a lot of people right now, and oh, boom, boom, game capture, some video capture, boom, there. Think I have that fixed. Now let me figure out, and I'm gonna kick it back on in 1 second. It'll just be one. Okay. Castorians are one of the first alien races that allied with humans early on. I feel that we need a humans. Humans. That's not right. Early on in the expansion of empires period, long before the Great Wars, Castorians are amphibians who come from a probably should name their planet, but I'm not going to right this second because I don't have a name for their planet. I'm going to just be honest. I kick on this camera again. Not everybody's comfortable with cameras. The world that way. Okay. I feel we have the Castorians. We've got an amphibious creature that comes from a water-rich, cold world that has moderately high gravity. Um, they have fur all over their whole body, ranging from icy blue to snow white, large four-fingered webbed hands and feet, and fur. Ooh, didn't we have the fur up there? The fur thing? Oh yeah, there it is. Boom, boom. See, this structure of this is all bad. And go like this. Okay, now watch. Let's read this baby. The Castorians are amphibians who come from a water-rich. Okay, the Castorians are amphibians who come from an almost frozen over water-rich world that has moderately high gravity, making it almost unlivable for most humans who are not modified. They have humanoid forms. Right. They have a humanoid form don't really like this at all. They have a humanoid form, comma, a large body. Okay, they have a humanoid form with a large body, which was more like a bear, and a face and head that was closer to the duck. I think we can just say they. Okay, watch this. They have thick, waterproof fur all over their body. I don't think we need the word whole body, but the range is from icy blue to snow white. Boom. I think we have this, guys. Hold on one second. Let me see. Oh, you don't disturb me. You're good. Now I don't have a problem with anybody asking questions and stuff. Boom. So now we know what this creature's like. Okay. Why did I make such a complicated frickin' race? I don't even know what I was thinking. We got out of hand there. Because this is about to be a detail we didn't even have in this, but now we're about to have, boom, you guys are about to know stuff. We don't know that the Castorians won't pop up later on, just for the record. You know what I'm saying? So, but once we have a race built, it's built. So we don't have to worry. So book two, Castorian pops up. We're like, hey, I know about those. Something like that. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to pop this baby down. Oh, in my mind, we're going to be flying through this a lot faster. Hey, I'll grab you that Avalonus later on. I did notice, though, just for the record. Okay, watch this. Who did I say Bruno and Frank were thugs for? Is it for Salvador or for Salvador? Mm, trying to think. Okay, I think we're getting this now. Okay. Um, what humans are about what, 2 meters? Yeah, we're ish. Okay. So we're gonna add that historians are about 3 meters tall. That's pretty freaking tall. Oh, well, I was okay. Got height, 3 meters. I'm not gonna guess a weight. I feel 3 meters. That's good enough for an average height, towering them over a human, right? That's a freaking big dude, especially if he's a bear dude with a duck face. I don't know what the heck that is. Something I wouldn't want to mess with because it's that tall and it's gonna eat me. That's right. I said it. I don't want to eat. Okay. Do we want to make him icy blue? Crap. Now I really have to think. What the heck are we aliening it up a little bit? Now I've created a situation. As I arrived, it was clear something was going on. Bruno and Frank were standing guard at the door of the club. Bruno and Frank were do I want well known? Okay, Bruno and Frank were known around the stations. Yeah. Do I have I could rewrite that honestly and probably fix it. Watch this. Now I think I have this later on, just for the record, the track supplier thing. So let me go over this and see if this is correct real quick. As I arrived, it was clear something was going on. Bruno and Frank were standing guard at the door of the club. Bruno and Frank, uh, Bruno and Frank were known enforcers for Salvador, a well-connected gangster and drag supplier. Dun, 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 dun. Bruno was a custodian. You know what? I'm going to do this differently. Watch this. We're going to introduce Frank first. That way it's apparent when we... Mm, dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Frank's a large dude. Okay, Frank was a large man for a human, and always looked as if he was trying to decide if he were. Okay, boom. Frank was a large man for a human, and always looked as if he were trying to decide if he wanted to buy you a drink or mess you up. Boom. We've got that. Okay, so we're making one of the dudes friendly, and we're not going to get way into the Castorans. We know that stuff ourselves. Everybody else doesn't. This obviously gets confusing here, but Bruno's not in this stuff that much, and this gives us more of an idea of what Bruno is, right? So let's see what we've got so far, and then let's try to knock this out. I got to break this thing up for sure, though, because we've got 2,300 words in a single frickin', and it's not, we don't need it set up like this. So let's break it, to be honest. Okay, as I arrived, it was clear something was going on. Bruno and Frank were standing guard at the door of the club. Bruno and Frank. Really hate saying Bruno and Frank so many times right there, but let's leave that for the wording part. Bruno and Frank were enforcers for Salvador, a well-connected gangster and drug supplier. Frank was a large man for a human, and always looked as if he were trying to decide if he wanted to buy you a drink or mess you up. I'll leave that. Bruno was a Castorian who towered over most humans by a full meter. His fur was light, icy. This thing it pisses me off. His fur was light, icy blue, and his strangely friendly duck-like, not lick, duck-lick face. That sounds so weird. I don't know if ducks have tongues. I assume they do, but I don't feel I want licked by a duck. Yeah, I don't feel I do. Ugh. I feel that'd be like some kind of weird, gross, in some manner that I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it'll ever happen where I have to worry about it. Okay. Okay. Phil, we're good. Deep breath. Let's find where to break this baby up. I think I'm going to end up having to go back to the plan thing. Okay. We've got that part. We've got the historian. We've got Bruno and Frank introduced earlier in the book where it makes more sense where they would have been introduced. I don't know how, but whatever. I walked in, noticing Trag. You know what? We're not fixing wording. I walked in, noticing Trag was sitting with his acquaintance Salvador and three men I had never seen before. See. Okay, so we're gonna take out the track supplier and we're gonna let him find that out back down here, right? So just changing that, we'll just take it out because we already have it here, right? I walked in, noticing Trag was sitting with his acquaintance Salvador and three men. Do we need with his acquaintance Salvador? Does that actually? You know what? I'm gonna leave that right now because that's not what we're dealing with. That's all wording crap. That's not our focus this morning. I had always heard rumors that Salvador was a crime. No, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I had always heard rumors that Salvador was Trag's main connection. What do we think that something else needs to be there? Something's bugging me right there. Like I figure there's not something there that needs to be there, and I'm not sure what it is. I walked in. Okay, so let's imagine this in our brain, right? We walk past the bodyguards because they tell us, "Hey, yo, no, go in." We notice Salvador sitting at the table. Drag. Had always heard rumor that Salvador was Trag's main connection. I feel that that's something that probably would be something true. Um, Something's bugging me right here, guys, and I'm gonna just be honest. None of this is incorrect, but I feel that something dramatically more should be here. So I'm gonna read the whole paragraph, and we're gonna try to hope that we mentally somehow spot what's missing from what should be there. Something needs to be in here. Something actually is missing, and I don't know what it is. Okay. I walked in, noticing Trag was sitting with his acquaintance Salvador and three men I had never seen before. I had always heard rumor that Salvador was Trag's main connection. One of the men, okay, one of the men looked like some type of corporate enforcer. He was well dressed, but had a calm about him that displayed his command. The other two, okay, so boom. So, I don't believe I was supposed to have this guy look like a corporate enforcer. Let's make sure we have sound still. That's always a good idea. Because it's Kyoto, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's leave that like that for a second. I know that was fixing sentences, and we weren't really doing that. He was a human well dressed with a calm about him that displayed his command. The other two looked to be mostly cyborg. We're going to change this a little bit. You know what? We'll leave that. The other two looked to be mostly cyborg and more of the kind of guys you would need to break someone's leg or guard somebody important or someone important, you know. I'm going to move on from that, but I do actually feel that there's something hollow in here and that something more should be put in there. Just for the record, it is bugging me a little bit. Just not crazy, crazy bugging me. So, Trag motioned me to come over, which I did with slight reservation, considering the company he was setting with. I walked towards the group of men. Oh, I didn't even get my stuff. Oh, okay. No, he gets his stuff. Never mind. In my mind, when we first did this, I had him coming in and going and talking to somebody else and trying to settle up and getting it. Just I forgot that we had switched some stuff that happened at one point. Don't worry. Okay. Trag motioned for me to come over, which I did with slight reservation considering the company he was setting with. As I walked toward the group of men, Trag smiled, saying, Did you come to take care of your front from the other day? I don't really feel that's how he would say that, but we're not to the wording part. But that sounds weirdish, you know. Greeting me from the. Oh. I really don't like that. Okay. Motioning me over to the table. I was quick to reply, I don't want to interrupt. I just wanted to pay off my front and see about getting a few things. Trag placed his cyber deck out to receive the credit transfer without saying anything. The amount I needed to transfer was on the display, so I quickly transferred it. All squared up now. What did you want to talk about? Trag asked. Oh, I really the wording here I don't like, but we're gonna move past that. Hey Iverson, how you doing this morning? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you guys are all rocking it, honestly. So this is just a wording issue there, and in all honesty, we're dealing with all that stuff in later revisions. Until we're through fixing what we're fixing, we're not worried about wording issues. That can all be upgraded later. I was quick to reply, I don't want to interrupt. I just wanted to pay off my front and see about getting a few things. Track placed his cyber deck out to receive the credit transfer without saying anything. The amount I needed to transfer was on the display, so I quickly transferred it. All squared up now. What did you want to talk about? Trag asked. Okay, we're gonna fix this right here though anyway, even though I said I'm not. we do it that way? Okay, as the credits processed through, Trag stated, all squared up now. What did you want to talk about? Do you guys feel that that's good? I feel that's good. But I think it's this version, which I hate because it bugs me. Okay. Okay, so here's what we have. I was hoping to get what I needed quickly and let them get back to their business, so I politely replied, "Oh, let's not have hoping too much." Okay, I wanted to get what I needed quickly and let them get back to their business. Now, this is their business. Jeez, we're having all kinds of. I wanted to get what I needed. I'm really bothered by that now. I wanted to get what I needed quickly and let them get back to their business, so I politely replied, I was hoping I could get a front on some bliss and amper, just enough for a good time for me and a few friends. Okay, I feel we have it here now. Sam, we've been friends for a while now. I'm gonna read the rest of this. I think that something could be done to fix this to be better, but I'm gonna leave that for the where we're just trying to fix dialogue and stuff to make it better. Okay, you guys, just so be prepared for this not to be the final form of what we're doing. So be prepared for my frustration with this headphone, but it's okay. Sam, we've been friends for a while now, and I'd really love to, but I can't do a front today. Trag calmly explained. You know what? We're gonna grab this and I'm gonna move it. We're gonna drop this here. I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna go somewhere over here. Okay, Trag calmly explained, Sam, we've been friends for a while now, and I'd really love to, but I can't do a front today. I felt panic. Uh, Um, not really liking this. It's okay. I felt panic knowing the amount of credits I had left. I felt panic knowing the amount of credits I had left to score, even if I found someone else was not able to get me what I wanted. So this dialogue wise, everything I literally could just go don't like it at all. It is what it is. Round three we'll be fixing. This is going to end up getting intensive work, obviously. What would I tell Zach and Sarah? See, Sam, Salvador and his acquaintances. Oh, there's no over there. We're all together. Pretty sure. Have a problem. It's a tech thing. Okay, boom. Not my cup of tea. But I told him about you being a technopath and your knack with technology. So most of this is just going to be touch-ups in three. It looks like most of this we're probably going to be good on. So we'll get through this. Now Salvador and his friends. Okay, now Salvador and his friends want to know if you're able to help them out. Honestly, you guys can see that a lot of this is going to be fixing the wordings. His friends are having issues with accessing some information from some old advanced tech. So, okay, anxiety hit me. Now I was wondering what would come next, and if I had gotten myself involved with something more than just a simple deal for a few doses. Trag, you know I would love to help, but I'm not really sure what you're dealing with without seeing it. Sam, the guy. Hold on, let's take a deep breath. This is one of those. The continuity of it is off because we have remnants of before it was changed. Sam, the guy. So we're just gonna have we're gonna have me take another drink of coffee. I'm starting to figure out where we're gonna break this in half, though. Right at the AI system being pulled out, probably. I want to look at how big this looks. Oh, I haven't added the Trentari system in because I almost feel like we're gonna still be working on this for sure. on Wednesday. Okay. I'm going to take a deep breath. We're going to fix a continuity issue. Okay, yep. Track did motion him over. Okay. Don't worry, we'll get the corporate guy. Sam, this is Akio. He is willing to pay well, very well, and may even have an opportunity for us. So could you see if you could help him out? Okay, I feel we have it there. Knowing I had no other choice, I reluctantly said, "Sure, Trag. What do you need me to look at?" As we walked back over to the table where Salvador and the men were sitting. Okay, everybody okay with that? Because we didn't walk back over to the table, we're gonna have to fix that. So, where we're not gonna walk back over. As I sat down at the table where Salvador and his men were sitting. Not really sure that added that what we wanted. Oh my god, now I have myself sitting down here. Why? Hold on. Gonna get rid of this. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm fixing this, guys. Washington's Akio's bodyguard. Let's see. So is Kyoto. Sorry, I lost the where it was. So sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out. Hmm. Okay, Sam. This is Akio. He is willing to pay well, very well, and may even have an opportunity for us. So, could you see if you could help him out? Trag asked, knowing I had no other choice. I reluctantly said, "Sure, Trag. What do you need me to look at?" As I sat down at the table. Okay, we've got Akio, Salvador, Washington, and Kyoto quickly introduced themselves. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was just computer designed to do some stuff. Do you want to see if where I think the halfway point is, if it's a natural break? This is where we're gonna break it, you guys. Right here. I'm gonna just move it down here. Boom, 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 boom. So it'll be obvious of where we're breaking it. Does that look right? I feel that it is. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go back to the plan part, and I'm gonna try to break this in half. Where do we add new chapter? Add new chapter. Okay, now there should be a brand new chapter down here. Somehow I grabbed this. Don't worry, I'm gonna figure out how to move this thing. Moved other things around. How do I move things around? I need you, my friend, up there. I'm just trying to figure out how I move this thing around. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, I don't have this program down all the way yet, and I apologize for that, really, in all honesty. I need to move this new chapter up there. And I am trying to figure out how to do that. Can I move things here? That's a weird outline. I'm gonna tell you that's not my outline. Don't worry. How do you guys think we move this dang thing? I swear I've moved one already before. And you would think that this would be some kind of, oh, I don't need scene 2. Delete scene, delete scene. I don't even know what the heck. How do I move you around? Chapter. Let's delete this chapter. Yes, delete that chapter that I don't have anything in. Now, I could scream. I'm not gonna scream, you guys, but I mean, like, in all honesty, I'm trying to figure out how to just insert a new chapter in here. And I don't know this program well enough. And so it's a little frustrating. It's not super frustrating. Insert new chapter. That's gonna go down here somewhere. Okay, now I grab this somehow. Doesn't it look like that little hand thing should grab this crap and move it around where I want it? Swear to God. Okay, I don't want to spend all you guys' morning with me trying to defeat just moving this box up there. You know, it'll be an exciting boss battle. But in all honesty, I'm going to attempt to, before Wednesday, get this box up here so that we can break this chapter up and finish fixing it out and move forward. Because in all honesty, I'd like to get revision 2 all the way done so that we can actually just start closing this baby up. But I do need to break this up. This new chapter. Nope, that's not. Don't click that, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to just throw a new thing in here. I want to be able to just throw a new thing in here, but I don't know how to do that yet. And so without knowing how to throw said chapter here so I can copy paste and move that other part over, I don't know what to do. So Wednesday we'll be back on chapter 3/4. I'll actually get this fluffed out properly. I'm gonna check and see who we have streaming and stuff that we can raid over to real quick because somebody's gonna be, want to be raided over to, of course. That's what we do now. Boom, boom, boom. Wildness, wildness, right? Okay, let's see who we have. Let's see if there's anybody writing, because I always like to check the let's do the writing. Holy crap. There's multiple people actually. There's some person. Let me look at what's going on though. We have to always make sure something crazy's not going on with somebody's writing. Because there's been a couple times where I've rated over to people a little wilder than I expected. There's been the last few times where we've rated over to our favorite French writer. It's been pleasant. So I hope I'm leaving you with a pleasant person. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out and just being epic. Hope you have a great weekend. I will try to figure out how to move the dreaded box, and when I do, I'll tell you how I defeated it, by the way. Peace, very best wishes, and you guys have a great weekend.